Hi everyone and welcome to a new tutorial video for the open world audio system. In this video I'm going to be upgrading from version 1 to version 2 in Aaron's Adventure, which is basically something I still needed to do. Aaron's Adventure is the game that I'm working on. You're looking at a test level I have, just a random level. And I made the system for this game. Um, but I haven't updated it to version 2 yet, and I want all those new features because I made them to go into the game. So I hope that with you creating this video, I'll make it easier for you to upgrade to version 2 as well. If you're already using version 2, you don't need this. If you can just replace all your files with version 2, you don't need this either. But for those that already maybe made some changes by hand or don't want to risk replacing the files, you can follow along with this process. I'm gonna do it like this because I also have it in a subfolder, so that would be hard to replace then. Um, yeah, let's get started. Remember that there's a 2 times play speed on YouTube that you can use if I'm going a little bit too slow for you. So I'm going to open the Blueprint MISC, miscellaneous. I'm going to add a new macro called delayed gate. Just sounds beautiful. I'm going to open it here as well. Just copy paste this over. And here we listen, please. It's going to be long enough as it is. So close on the second place. Wow. Then the delay on first. So open and start. I'll name it like this so I know, okay, this opens the gate and starts that delay. And I will rename this to retriggerable delay. We all know it's how the duration. I just need to remind myself sometimes this is the retriggerable delay. And I'll change the instance color to orange. Next up, we want to go into main and audio area. Yes, that's the one we want. Main audio area, and there's some new variables here that we want as well. So I'm going to do is drag them out, just place them underneath each other. Control X to cut them, and then Control V to paste them in here, and then just create, 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 create. So now I have all of these. Yes, make them editable. Yes, and put them in delayed music. Now we're going to set some values for them. So use delayed music. I want that at the top. Let's compile. And I want that to be true. I mean, I made this for the game. I want a delay between pieces of music. I don't want constantly music to be playing. Delay before start, I'm going to set to true as well. So basically what this means is when you enter a new audio area, should music start playing right away. Sometimes maybe when you enter a city, I do want music to start playing right away, but overall, in general, I think I want this to be true so that there will be a regular delay between pieces of audio. The fade duration, I'll put to something like 5 seconds, so how long does it take to fade out, fade in. Delay between music minimal, I want that to be 20 seconds, maximum 80 seconds. Now once again, you can change all of these settings in every instance that you have in your level, but it's good to have a good base. I don't know if this is a good base. I need to listen, play around with it, see what it feels like. Maybe it needs to be longer. I suspect it will need to be longer. But I want a good base before I start tweaking the areas individually. I think this is all we need to do in here from the top of my head. I'm going to go into the audio manager. And I think we will go to Z audio variables first. So audio manager, set audio variables. I'm going to copy everything because I like how this is commented better. I'm going to delete all of this if it will let me. And hopefully this will work. Yes, yes. And there will be some errors, logically, because we don't have these variables yet. Let's just create them. Create, 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 create. Delete music. Again, same process, move everything up here. They don't need to be editable. Delay before start, use delayed music at the top, min above that, this above this. Now it has the same structure as in the audio area, just a little bit of extra consistency that I think is important to have. Next up, let's add the new functions. So we have helpful, and now we have new helpful functions. But there's also get random combat or exploration. This actually changed a little bit. Random combat or exploration. So we're gonna go in here, helpful, open this up, copy this, and in errands, paste this. So now we updated this. Maybe it will give us an error. Yes. Maybe we can refresh the notes. Yeah, just refresh, refresh, refresh. We don't actually need to do this, but I like to just keep those errors at bay for now on, because we don't necessarily need to do this, but we'll go ahead and do it. What are the new functions? Is there a new one in here? Because I count 3. Check random sounds, is that it? No. Random ambient trace. Oh, I don't have that yet. You probably have this, but oh wait, for me it's under here. I just moved it up. Okay, sorry about that. Let's actually create one of the new ones. Helpful v2. Get ambient component. Copy. Get ambient. Wow. Component. Try to get the naming the same because we're gonna do some more moving stuff over later. So make sure you get that naming right. Get music components. Get music components. And the last one is random ambient. Random ambience. Copy, paste, compile, save. Now this is pure. This should be pure. This should be pure. All of them should be pure. Did I forget something? Probably. I'm just gonna go drag this over, close all tabs, and we're gonna create a new event. Well, let's move this up to helpful first. Helpful, helpful, helpful. Okay, let's create a new event graph, and we'll call this delayed music. So this is where a lot of the new stuff comes into play. Delayed exploration. I'm just gonna copy paste this all over. It disconnected some stuff. Let's say. Usually I have 2 screens. Okay, that's just to continue. Great. This all seems to work because we have all the functions working. This won't work because so let's rename this to time before new song, and that will update the references there. So when we compile, it works just fine. Great, awesome. We have that whole new graph in there, and we're still under 10 minutes. That's great. Now we need to update all of this. A lot has changed for the better. Alrighty. What I'm going to do is just copy everything. Let me think for 1 second. I think we missed one variable, but we can make that when we update. So I'm actually going to delete all of this and paste. What did I forget to delete? I don't see any big red flags, so maybe it works. I know one thing won't work, but I hope. Oh, there we go. Whew. Change audio. Wait. Okay, we can refresh. Compile again, maybe. Where do we do? Okay, we just need to wait. We can probably do this quicker. Select everything. Select a random node. Refresh nodes. Just saw my screen flicker. I refreshed everything, and now we're down to just a bunch of for each loop. Audio area. Compile. That fixed that. That's great. Play music on start. That's the one I was talking about. So on begin play, do we want music to start? Generally, you can make this a variable in the audio area, but I think I'll make this a setting for our game and I'll set it to true. Compile, and we actually just upgraded to version 2 in just over 10 minutes. I'm kind of happy with that. I expected this to be a pretty long video. So you now have access to those new features, and yeah, that's great. Let me think real quick. You won't have the new sounds, but they're demo sounds. I don't suspect anyone will use those in the actual game. Just really slam those together real quick to test out a lot of stuff. Now I'm going to be making another tutorial on how to add loops, because that's a hassle which I wanted in here, but I know how to do it. I just don't want to have it in the default pack because it complicates things a little bit. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you were able to follow along. If you have any issues, join the Discord, ask me there. If you like the pack, please leave a 5-star rating, and it helps other people see it. Alright, thank you. See you in the next one, and I'm out.